Hi, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out last week, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things pretty short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 ways you can maximize your traffic online and really add to your customer base. And with that, all I ask is that you send me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would love to get your thoughts. So, with that, I'll get started. My first tip is to add content to your site. So, content is anything that you can highlight, whether that be pictures or text. And really, you want a lot of content for 2 reasons. The first is to be found for specific keywords. So, right now, you are being ranked for 203 keywords, so you're doing a good job. So, that's not really the issue, but that is one of the reasons why you have a lot of content. So, you can be found for say I want to be found for electrical repair, Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, I might have that as a heading. I might have that in my text. I might save an image as that particular keyword. So it just, when Google's crawling the site, it just lets Google know that when people search that particular keyword, your website deals with that. So really important to kind of get you ranking and get you going for that particular keyword. So that would be and that's one of the reasons. The second reason is it's because it's a ranking factor. So, Google obviously has a lot of websites that they have to determine who's ranking above who. And one of the things that they use is content. And if you look at like Wikipedia, for instance, one of the reasons why Wikipedia does so well is because Wikipedia has so much content. It's next to impossible to beat them out. And so that's my first tip, is to add content, specifically content with keywords that you're looking to rank for. And the great thing about your site here is that you do have a blog, so yeah, adding keywords isn't that hard. You could just add the content, build the content up on the homepage, and really whatever pages you're really wanting to rank. And then as you continue adding on, you could add on to that blog particular keyword. So a lot of cool things you could do. Your Google My Business is pretty strong. The one thing I would say though is that electrical repair Fort Worth, Texas was one of the highest things that you're ranking for, but this Google My Business listing didn't come up. So depending on what this is kind of showing up for would depend on whether or not it's really doing you any good. Because you really want this Google My Business to show up in keywords with a lot of volume, and you do have, like I said, you have 312 reviews at a 4.9 star rating. If you look at these two, 456, which is a ton, 71, but that's not the only factor. But obviously you want a lot of reviews. You want this Google My Business information on as many websites as possible, like directories and stuff. It adds authority to this. And then you really want your to add pictures that are saved as keywords that you're looking to be found for. And the important thing about having your Google My Business listed in this map pack, or the top 3, is because it's going to steal traffic away from some of these ones that are ranking. So as you can see here, Mr. Electric Fort Worth is ranking, and they have a back page that's ranking above Yelp. So it's one of those things that if you want to start ranking for these things, uh, you gotta have traffic coming from your Google My Business, and you need to rank in the organic listing. So really important to get that going. My third tip would be to strengthen up your site. So we're going to look at these 4 boxes here, and I'll give you the data from your site here. This is the strength, and it's 27 and 11. And typically what you want is, it's on a 0 to 100 scale. You want as high a number as possible, and you'd like to see a 1-to-1 ratio. So looking at your we'll go through all this traffic first, or all this stuff, before we look at your competitors. So you do have 51 websites or domains that are sending 341 links back to your site, and you're ranking on 203 keywords. This is in the top 100. Looking at what you're ranking for, a lot of it has to do with Wilson Heat and Air, Wilson HVAC, plumbing and electrical services. But when you start getting into stuff that's not your name, you're kind of pretty far down. So electrical repair Fort Worth, you're on the middle of the second page. Dallas Fort Worth HVAC and plumbing, you're on the bottom of the second page. So as you can see here, outside of your name, which obviously you want to rank for, you're really not pulling in a lot of traffic for things like electrician in Arlington or Denton or anything like that. And really, looking at these are keywords that are really pretty easy to start ranking for, and there's 3,600 searches a month. And really, in the area, there's 7,200 searches a month for just electricians. So, I mean, even if we're talking about this 3,600, if you could get 1% of that, okay, it's 36 customers every month. 1%. If you can get 5%, I mean, we're talking, you know, 180 customers a month. So there's a lot of traffic to be had, and that's still only at 1% and 5%. The higher the percentage you can get, the obviously the more customers, and you can really grow and boom and do your thing. So I did pick this electrical repair Fort Worth, Texas, because it was one of the highest things you were ranking for. And Mr. Electric, again, they have two pages that are at the top. And looking at their site, you see, they're almost at 40 here and 25. They do have 229 domains that are sending almost 8,000 links, and they're ranking in 1,500 keywords. So, this is kind of where you want to be, where you want to get. But those are the three things that'll kind of get you there. Number one is add content to your site. Number two, build up your Google My Business. And number three, strengthen your site. So hopefully this has been helpful. We'd love to help you if you need help getting this done. This is what we do. But with that, have a great day and God bless. Bye.